It's a lot of
saw
notice.
Gino at the bar. Gino's like, Gino behind at the bar. Gino's talking a lot of shit. And it would be interesting to see it on the show. But on the show, he's like, Aaron, everything I am, you made me. And it's like, you live above a White Castle in East Harlem.
It's a very
But
nice
what did he
White
do
Castle,
for
though.
you? Is this even on? Anyway,
yeah, it's on. You're doing great.
I'm a little drunk. I had a couple of White Claws, but listen.
No, it's good. Go with it.
And Gino was over there, and then he left. He stuck us with the tab. I mean, that's Aaron.
How much was the tab?
$268.
Oh my!
Are you kidding me? What are you guys drinking? Like Hennessy shots?
Gino was doing a lot of shots because the pizza guys were there. But I just want Gino. Like wasn't he talking a lot of shit at the bar? He was hammered.
If
he walked out
at the bar, if you're watching Gino, come on.
He walked out on a fucking $258 check on a Monday afternoon, so he's hammered. But wasn't he talking a lot of shit, Stancil?
Not good.
You had a few things to say.
Wow, you're being so safe, Stancil.
Because he thinks one of these ladies might have sexual activity with him if he's a nice guy.
Oh, it's Gino. Gino's on the line.
Let me explain this.
They put Gino B as if there's any other Gino that would call into this show.
This bit one last time. Why is everyone such a hack? I said I'm leaving. Maddie said I got the check. I gave him $100. He gave me money back. I never walk out on a check. Tell one, Kevin Brennan to try harder. Two, I'm nothing but nice about this show. I'm sorry fucking Aaron Berg is a fucking coward, and I've been covering for him the whole time. But I will not put up with faggots like Kevin Brennan. And then he walked out. Kevin, I'm sorry I can't carry your shit show anymore. My back is killing me. What the fuck do you want? I've never walked out on a tab. Don't be a hack. Now everyone else go. And for Christ's sakes, I'm sorry that I can't do any more for these people, but Daddy is uncancelable, and everyone else the fuck is, which is why your friend Kevin Brennan is a faggot nigger lover that cancels everything you say on the show. Oh my God, I hope I don't get canceled because I'm a bad boy, but faggots like Kevin Brennan act bad, and then he says, edit that. Cancel that. Kevin, say what you said in the bar. Niggers shouldn't vote and they're not people. That's what Kevin Brennan said to me in the bar. And then I'm like, I have to leave. Let me get the tab. And I threw $300 down on the bar.
Oh, now it's
and
$300?
Maddie's like, I can't take your money because then they'll know that you love that racist nigger hater Kevin Brennan like I do. And watch me not get canceled. Kevin Brennan, deny any of this. You can't.
Okay. Gino, are you still at the bar? Are you calling from the... If you're calling from the bar, just come over here.
No, because I'm from a bar in Harlem. Drunk that I had to leave the bar while all these faggots are like, drink more. And I'm like, I don't feel like drinking anymore. It's not true. If you listen to the lying narrative, all I do is drink. Hey, Kevin, say it. Say you hate niggers like you did 14 times.
Yeah, do you always have people come on here and say
Kevin,
slurs?
let me tell you guys something.
Okay, cool.
Kevin
this is the
said,
first time.
No, he has a
I
show
got
at
to
2
tell you
o'clock
how much
that
I
he says
hate
this on.
niggers.
Yeah.
As much as I do on my podcast,
we have slurs from 2 to 4.
then I get canceled.
Right.
So I'll say it
Make
as
sure
an
you book me
aside,
next time at
but
4:15.
promise me that when I walk out on the tab, we can blame Gino, and I'll pretend that I hate kikes and niggers as much as he does.
You know, you're turning this into the dry
What are
spot.
you going to take a shot at redheads now?
Kevin, hey, I hope I don't get canceled.
You know, you need to go to the dry spot, a.k.a. rehab.
Nobody knows who you are anyway.
Do people know who Gino is?
Gino's funny.
Now
Come on
watch
over,
this one.
Gino.
Oh my God.
You're
I'm so
funny.
sorry.
Gino, are you still upset about the Aaron stuff?
I'm sorry that I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry that I'm so nice to people, that I always show up in a good mood, and they think that I must have done something wrong because they're still mad at me. But I'm never mad at them because I'm so easygoing and forgiving. So they're like, obviously, Gino's a piece of shit. I'm going to tell you
seem
guys
easygoing.
I'm an amazing person. Kevin Brennan's one of the most brilliant comedians I know. I know he hates niggers. That's all he ever says to me. I don't mind. But do you understand?
Gino, you
and
have
Maddie's
one
another
more.
one's like, look,
You get
I'll
one
act
more
like
and
Gino walked out on the tab if you help me cover my story that I hate coons. What, do you understand? This is
lightening up a little bit.
I'll tell you what uncancelable is. It's not saying I've got to leave the show.
The audience is
It's not
walking
saying
out.
cancel that out
Sarah
of me.
Andrew Steiner, get on. That's your chance.
Wow.
Promise me.
All right.
Promise me while
I'm gonna
you
have to
try
hang
to
up on
talk over
Gino
me
soon.
that you will never cancel anything that just happened on this. because it's
All
just
right,
me making fun
Gino.
of people.
I gotta hang out with you because you walked one of my guests. But
Which one? Which
I
one?
think
I'm guessing
either
the
she's getting
grade?
another drink or peeing or leaving. I don't know. I did kind of want to hear a
Oh,
little
all
bit
right.
from
Maybe
her.
she went to fuck some coon or something. I hope. I
No.
hope. Why'd you take
All
the
right,
call?
Gino. We'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye. It's a little too long.
First of all, he's lying.
Frankie.
He's lying about leaving the tab, by the way.
He was triggered because people thought that he left the tab.
No, he didn't. He gave me $100. I said, we'll cover the rest of the tab. I didn't know that he was having like half a pizza parlor drinking before we got there. So
Okay.
there was a $280
All right.
tab
Thank you
left
for clearing that up. All right.
Never
Thank you guys
came.
for clearing that up.
I love Gino. That's all right.
Sarah, if you're not in a cab already and you want to come back, awesome.
What's up, nigga? Gangsta rap, nigga. Nigga. I'm 100% nigga. Nigga. I'm 200% nigga. Nigga. Why do police hate niggas? Nigga. The haters 'cause our dicks is bigger. Nigga. Why do you call yourself a nigga? Nigga. Cause I'm a motherfucking nigga.
Welcome to the dump. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Otherwise known as N-Word Tuesdays. Bobby, how are you today?
That's the ghetto version of Ruby Tuesdays.
Yeah. Well, that was eventful last night, huh?
Yeah, man. Sparks flew.
I'd call it Sparks. We just had Sara Jay on Back Talk. Entirely uneventful.
Yeah.
I didn't, because it's not my job to do so, I didn't want to just pop in on the air and bring that shit up. I was hoping Bill would, but he definitely wanted to avoid the entire thing. So, again, as much as I wanted to be like, Bill, I'm going to take over your show and start some N-word stuff, it's not my job. It's my job to do it here on the dump. If I was able to convince Sara Jay to stay, which I wasn't, she, for some reason, ran the fuck out of here the second the show was over. That was weird. Then I would have asked her myself why she ran off of Chrissy's show last night, but can't do it on Bill's show. It's not fair. It's disrespectful in my eyes. I love Bill, so I wouldn't do that to him.
I mean, if she had brought it up, it would have been one thing.
I was just dying for something.
Yeah,
too.
like if she had brought it up, then you could jump in. But like, she clearly didn't want to talk about it. Bill didn't want to talk about it. No need to talk about it.
And yeah, I can't force shit like that on, it's Bill's show. It's not my fucking thing. I can't make that happen. What I will say though is I want to watch the clip with you, Bobby, because it's very funny to me for multiple reasons. And then we can discuss how we ourselves feel about this entire situation. But first, let's watch some TV.
Okay, who? Oh, it's Gino. Gino's on the line.
Let me explain this.
They put Gino B as if there's any other Gino that would call into this
Do
show.
this bit one last time. Why is everyone such a hack? I said I'm leaving. Maddie said I got the check. I gave him $100. He gave me money back. I never walk out on a check. Tell one, Kevin Brennan to try harder. Two,
To be clear, before anything further happens, Gino does not get drunk and say the N-word. I repeat, he does not get drunk and then say the N-word a whole bunch.
He does always pay the tab, though. Anytime we go to Sullivan's.
Don't make me start speaking in actual words and not sarcastic.
No, it's just important for everybody watching to get out there. Anytime I've gone drinking with Gino, he's picked up the tab.
All right,
like, it's been a fight.
Let's throw our prefaces out here. I'll preface all this with this. I love Gino Bisconti as if he's a family member. I have been hanging out with him for a couple years now, and from day one, we hit it off. I love that man.
It's kind of gay.
It's very gay. We've sucked each other's peckers.
That's the gay part.
He, in my eyes, no matter how much wrong he does, he can do no wrong, even though he is constantly doing wrong. Not to me. I'll never say that. So from this point on, any shitting on Gino, no, it comes from a place of love and caring, and I'm not just shitting on the guy because he loves saying the N-word. We all do.
Yes, my preface is this. Gino is Diogenes. He's self-content and happiness, and it is something I am incredibly envious of in him, that he is just always happy with himself.
Yeah, that level of denial.
I didn't say denial.
Is not something I'm envious of. Oh, I know you didn't.
Self-actuated happiness.
Right. Call it that. And yes, to be clear, I've never paid a tab. I literally can't remember a single time I've paid a tab if he's there across the street.
I've tried.
Very generous. I've also sort of tried.
Yeah, and if you buy a round, he yells at you. Like, that's the kind of generous he is. So I just want to preface it with that. That's part of why I think he's so fired up, because people are saying he's mean.
He's very fired up because he had a big tab because he had a lot to drink. My guess. I know he'll get angry at that and say, no, I'm not some sort of crazy drunk while he drinks. But I do think the man likes a beverage or two. And you can tell. You can tell when he makes a phone call and he's screaming that maybe he's had a few. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Or
he's living his life.
His phone, he was having a hard time hearing, so he was speaking loud. We don't know.
Bobby, what a good point. Maybe his shitty phone, he just had bad service.
We've all been there.
Probably, yeah. That's probably all it was. Let's see how he dealt with having bad service on his cell phone.
Nothing but nice about this show. I'm sorry fucking Aaron Berg is a fucking coward, and I've been covering for him this whole time, but I will not put up with faggots like Kevin Brennan. Like, and then he walked out. Kevin, I'm sorry I can't carry your shit show anymore. My back is killing me.
Who'd he say was a coward?
Berg.
Okay. Today's going to be a very fun in hot water, I think.
Yeah.
I wish Aaron was coming. I got the news from him. He will not be attending today. I have no idea why. I can't imagine. But I think In Hot Water is going to be entertaining today. I don't know what it could possibly be about or what Gino's going to talk about, but, he'll be fired up. Anyway, back to the clip of the night.
What the fuck do you want? I've never walked out on a tab. Don't be a hack. Now everyone else go. And for Christ's sakes, I'm sorry that I can't do any more for these people, but Daddy is uncancelable, and everyone else the fuck.
Just real quick. Every time Frankie's on screen, pay attention to him. He's loving this. I can't tell if he understands what's happening or if he just hears Gino's voice. He's like, hot water show, Curvy Miri, hot water show guy. And he's just like, hee. Or if he's like fully like, oh, Gino's dropping N-bombs. I love this. This is why I go on the hot water show.
I also think the way you cropped this video for how you're showing it now makes the wet spot 80% more watchable.
I did not crop this on purpose.
I'm just saying.
I am not trying to get involved with your weird Chrissy beef. Well, I mean, whatever. I guess I am. For the record, Chrissy's another person who I don't hate. I enjoy. I'm just going to say that.
Garrett's got a cool hat on. Are we just stating random facts? Is that what we're doing here, Steve?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, back to the Zapruder film.
Which is why your friend Kevin Brennan is a faggot nigger lover.
I think that was the first one, right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Let's keep a counter going. We got one so far.
It cancels everything you say on
we
the
got
show.
5 seconds,
Oh,
right?
my God.
And to be clear, I was listening to this shit this morning on the way to work, and I'm just dying. Absolutely dying, because as much as it, oh boy, what a dirty word, it's funny when someone just starts yelling it.
So,
to me, that shit's hilarious.
I think this is fun to look at. Let's zoom in on the reaction. So you've got Kevin, finds it hilarious.
Yeah.
You've got Stancil, who I can see from here, finds it hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the other girl. Is that Gigi?
Yeah.
Finds it hilarious.
Oh, laughing. Yep.
Sara Jay, not happy.
From the very first one, she's biting her lip. She's like,
No.
I don't know about that. I've been taught that is a no-no word. I sure hope the man on the phone is black.
Let's scroll down a little bit. Oh.
Kind of nonplussed.
Nonplussed, asked if we had a
Chrissy's
5-second delay. That's weird.
Asked for a 5-second delay. I mean, I thought that was funny. I didn't think she was being like anything.
Watch the level of scramble.
Okay.
Increase over the clip.
Well, so far we're up to 1 N.
I hope I don't get canceled because I'm a bad boy. But faggots like Kevin Brennan act bad, and then he says, edit that, cancel that. Kevin, say what you said in the bar. Niggers shouldn't vote and they're not people. That's what...
That one got Garrett. Garrett, did you laugh that hard last night too?
I'm always not on the side of Gino when he goes into his nigger rants. But last night, I was a fan of last night's. That was the first time I was like, hell yeah.
Because he stopped doing the fucking fake, like, Michael Richards, see?
Yeah.
See, that Anthony always talks
We
about
need
that
to
word.
say it because people can't control what we say. And if we don't say it,
Yeah,
none
his
of that
fucking
shit.
pseudo-intellectual horseshit. He just did the funny thing. He just kept yelling the N-word, and the more uncomfortable people got, the more he yelled it. And it's hilarious, because everybody's just, oh, stop it! Someone make him stop! Like he's casting some magic spell on them. It's fucking great. I don't care. But, I don't know. I'm not so deluded that I'm like, everybody should think that's cool.
I guess not, yeah.
Like, this works here at Compound.
Yeah,
it's funny in, like, our little world. But when people come in here and they're, like, trying to work on their career, whatever the fuck their stupid shit they're doing, it's jarring. They're like, holy shit. Everything in my life about that word is just, no, don't say it. No, you're not allowed. And then they come here and Gino's just, N-word. And it's just, you got to give people at least a second if you care. If not, but I don't even think you should care. I'm very fine with this because it makes me laugh my balls off.
Like, I'm okay with Sara Jay walking off, too. It's like, fine, walk off. She didn't, like, make a scene or anything. She just got up and left.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it wasn't
You can't
the
be
Kate
so
thing.
fucking in your own head that you're like, I don't understand how anyone would have a problem with that. It's like, dude, you're doing, like, the one thing everyone says don't do. We're here in the place you should be able to do it. Thank fucking God. But when people react to it, like, you can't, oh, what a faggot bitch. How could she?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like
she's
attacked
not
him.
here for that. She's a fucking porn star who loves black people.
Fucks black people all the time.
Loves them so much. What are you gonna do? You can't make her change her mind because you're being hilarious. I'm sorry, Bobby. You had to say something.
I could not agree with you more. Like, it's not like she didn't even do the Kate thing where she was like, I cannot believe you just said that. I'm leaving. She literally just got up and left, did her own thing, got out. Like,
She even said something like, I'm not for, this. If it keeps going, I'm going to leave, which is fine.
Yeah, and
I didn't even hear her say that. The only thing, I mean, we can play it, but the only thing I heard her say was like, you can't get canceled. Nobody knows who you are.
It's funny.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. That's a joke Gino would make about himself if he wasn't angry.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Well, you can get super canceled. It's when a black guy comes and fucks the word out of you.
Yikes.
Well, anyway.
Dude, if that was the ramification, I think a lot more people would stop using that word.
Well, that's what they're aiming at. Like, if you say it in certain circles, you're gonna get violence acted upon you, which I also think is fucking insane. But that's life. What were we up to? 2 ends? We're 2 ends in?
I think 3.
Oh, we're up to 3?
Didn't he double down right in a row there?
He did.
Yeah.
I know that was definitely the second one. I don't know if the third one was it. Kevin's having the time of his life, which if I were there, that would be the face I also had on. But I'd probably have my hand like this, like, oh God, Gino, why do you do this?
Pointed out, Kevin is a troll, set the bait, and Gino fell for the rake. That's why he's enjoying this so much.
Well, let's just listen, because Gino gets into that a little, I think.
Kevin Brennan said to me in the bar. And then I'm like, I have to leave. Let me get the tab. And I threw $300 down on the bar.
Oh, now it's
and
300? I thought it was
like,
100.
I can't take your money because then they'll know that you love that racist nigger hater Kevin Brennan like I do. And watch me not get canceled. Kevin Brennan denied.
You see the way everyone's giggling, though? It's like, and I made this analogy to Bobby when I came in today. It's like the class clown finally lost it in the middle of class, and he's just screaming the N-word at the teacher, and everybody's just like, holy shit, he's gonna get in so much trouble. He's done. He's getting expelled after this one. Holy shit. He's fully lost it. Anyway, more.
deny any of this. You can't.
Okay. Gino,
Now
are you
go.
still at the bar? Are you calling from the... If you're calling from the bar, just come over
No,
here.
because I'm fucking drunk that I had to leave the bar while all these faggots are like, drink more. And I'm like, I don't feel like drinking anymore.
It's not
but if
true.
you listen to the lying narrative, all I do is drink. Hey, Kevin.
If you listen to the lying narrative, all I do is drink. I love that. There's a narrative now. Not only about COVID and BLM and all that other shit, but there's a Gino Bisconti narrative. And all he does is drink and say the N-word.
I do feel like he's right about that. I get 100% where he's coming from. Gino can't have a drink without somebody making it an issue. So there is definitely the narrative. Like, you've been known
To
on
be
occasion,
fair,
if you need to loosen
yeah.
up, have a shot of Jameson before the show or something.
course.
Just to loosen yourself up. Whereas if Gino did that, every one of us would be like, oh, it's a drinking day.
Well, Gino did that. Let's be clear. Gino's he's stuck in a weird spot because he literally quit drinking at one point for like 7 months. And then, like, I think day one of him having like his first drink back, it's like, the alcoholic's here. And it's like, well, I don't know how serious of an alcoholic you think he is. I agree with him on him being a social drinker because I've drank with him socially. He'll have a few shots and then he's pretty much done.
Yeah, and he's never an issue. Like, even when he was blackout drunk in AC, all you have to do is get him to the elevator. He's like, where we go? And we're like, it's time for bed. He's like, you're right. It is time for bed. Let's get me up to my room. You know what I mean? He's not the guy who's like, let me run back out there.
Yeah.
You know? He's
No, he's not an issue in that way. He's a fun drunk. He doesn't
Yeah.
like start fights or do
He
anything.
doesn't cry.
shitty.
There's never been a breakdown, Gino in tears
He's
night.
a very fun drunk.
Yeah.
What
He's a
people
very
are
fun
saying,
sober,
though,
too.
is that he's always drinking. Which, I don't know if that's exactly wrong. I think he does drink a lot. I've drank with him. I know he's right there. I'm waiting for him to come in. He's right there. Well, he hasn't come in yet. Let's play some more of his clip and see if he wanders in.
It's like playing a dog's whistle.
Say it. Say you hate niggers like
Sorry,
you did
Sarah.
14 times.
Yeah,
in
do
that
you always
bar.
have people come
Say
on
it.
here and say
Kevin,
slurs?
let me tell you
No.
guys something.
Okay, cool.
Kevin
This is the first
said,
time.
No, he has a
I
show
got
at
to
2
tell you
o'clock
how
that
much
he
I
says
hate
this on
niggers
YouTube.
as much as I
Usually
do on my
we have slurs
podcast.
from 2 to 4.
Then I get
I love
canceled.
Gino. I love that you're
I'll say it
laughing because
again.
I was
It's
also
time
laughing through this
Promise
entire
me
thing.
that when
Please
I
sit
walk
down.
out on the
Yeah, hold on, Gino, come in here.
We'll talk about it on In Hot Water. Just do
I
your
know,
show. And I mean this as a compliment. Your show's great. You don't have to use me as a crutch like I do the N-word on stage. We'll talk about that later, too. All right, but you're doing great.
You think I'm using you as a crutch?
No, not you.
We use you once every 4 weeks. If we were using you, like,
No, you aren't using me as a crutch.
Gino,
If
there
we-
was a little bit of a to-do last night, and I think it's very entertaining to talk about.
As
I'm not using you as
I
a
know
crutch.
Garrett's busy, but it was a hullabaloo, right? It was a hullabaloo.
Quite the hullabaloo.
Or a kerfuffle?
And hey, you might not know this.
If we
I'm
use-
pretty much on your side. Pretty much.
Deanna, let me pay you a compliment. When I send a text during the show, no one takes my. I know that's. You're always on my side. It's like you're in it. I'm not. Do your show.
Pretty much.
if we
pretty
used
much.
you, Gino,
This cunt won't even look at me.
if we used you as a crutch, like you use the N-word, you'd be on every day.
Do you understand? You can't use the most. That was very funny. I apologize.
You'd be on
No,
the
it was
whole
just a
show
joke. It
every
wasn't a
day.
lecture.
Why don't you? You can't use the most controversial word. You know, just to make my set easy, I use the crutch of the. Stop it.
No. What you do is you start a conversation. It's controversial, but you're willing to break through those barriers and tell people you're not scared. You're not scared of a word. Society has no bearing on what you say.
I don't want to see these things. I'm not.
He's laughing at this.
already.
You should watch the beginning of the show. I think I used it quite well.
I want that to be the technical difficulty. Next time, we can't do it. All right.
Gino, can we talk about gambling today? I might be quitting forever. All right. Well, let's just finish the clip.
the tab, we can blame Gino, and I'll pretend that I hate kikes and niggers as much as he does.
You know, you're turning this into the dry
What are you
spot.
gonna take a shot at
I
redheads
also
now?
completely lost count. I think
hey.
we're up to like 7.
7.
Let me rewind just a tad. I want to hear that sentence.
You know, you're turning this into the dry
What are you
spot.
gonna take a shot at redheads now?
Kevin, hey! I hope I don't get canceled.
You know, you need to go to the dry spot, aka rehab.
Nobody knows who you are anyway.
Watching Kevin laugh just reminds me of what I must have looked like when I fucking first heard this clip, because it's just this like kind of shaking your head while you're cracking up, just like, oh, Gino. You're incorrigible. Say it 5 more times.
Don't threaten him with a good time.
It's so funny.
Do people know who Gino is?
Gino's funny.
Funny now.
Have an air
watch
for
this, watch
Gino.
this. Oh my God.
Gino, you're
I'm so
funny.
sorry.
Gino, are you still upset about the Aaron stuff?
I'm sorry that look, I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry that I'm so nice to people, that I always show up in a good mood, and they think that I must have done something wrong because they're still mad at me. But I'm never mad at them because I'm so easygoing and forgiving. So they're like, obviously, Gino's a piece of shit. I'm going to tell you. I'm an amazing person. Kevin Brennan's one of the most brilliant comedians I know. I know he hates niggers. That's all he ever says to me. I don't mind. But you understand?
Gino, you have one more.
Look,
You get
I'll
one
act
more
like
N-word.
Gino walked out on the tab if you help me cover my story that I hate coons. What? Do you understand? This is
lightening
What
up
if he was
a little
starting to feel the heat because he switched from the N-word to coon?
No, he's just got a verbose vocabulary.
He is verbose.
Yeah, he just has to mix it. It's like reading the letters of St. Paul. He says the same thing in 9 different ways.
Well, here, I think that's actually.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you know what? Let's rewind a second.
It's lightening up a little bit.
Wait, let's go back to the coon.
What? Do you understand? This
It's lightening up a little bit.
Coon is the one she left on.
Cancelable is. It's not saying I've got to leave the show.
The audience is
It's not
walking
saying
out.
cancel that out of me.
Andrew Steiner, get on. That's your chance.
Promise me.
And she's out of there.
Promise me while
I'm
you
gonna have to
try
hang
to
up on
talk over
Gino
me
soon.
that you will never cancel anything that just happened on this. All
right, Gino.
Promise me you will never cancel anything that just happened on this. I don't even know what that sentence means.
Which one?
I think either she's getting another drink or peeing or leaving. I don't know. I did kind of want to hear a little bit from
Maybe
her.
she went to fuck some coon or something. I hope not. I hope. Why'd you take
All right,
the call?
Gino. We'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.
Why hang up on him now?
Yeah, because the show finally was interesting.
The fucking guest already walked. At that point, it's like, oh, I should have hung up on you about a minute ago. Whoops. I think it's very funny. She heard like 1,000 N-words, heard coon once, and she was like, that's it. He can say the other one all he wants, but once he diversifies his epithets, I'm fucking out of here.
Do you find
I'm
that-
not listening to all of them.
Let me explain what's going on to you people, and I can say you people because you saw my rant and you know I'm toning it down. My point is this. Please stop bashing Sara Jay. Because when Kate Willett walked off, that absolute stupid cunt who thinks she knows comedy, who thinks she's behind free speech, well, that was one thing where she, as someone who called himself a comedian, then you should have been offended. But when a content creator, C-O-N-T-E-N-T-C-R-E-A-T-O-R, we spell it W-H-O-R-E, when a dumb whore who has done nothing but suck cock and then sell CBD gets offended by the word, then you have to let her go. And don't get me wrong, if you saw yesterday's show, you saw my co-host say, I use the word as a crutch. I use the most controversial word in the English language to make my set easier. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be in this desk fucking 13 days from now, because I've had it. Somebody stop me before I tell the truth. I'm a little angry, maybe a little too stoned. Better cover my mouth. Better drive me home. I've had it with people that just don't get it. And when I fucking sit there across the street, as Bobby will tell you, as Chrissy should have pointed out, as Andrew should have said, and I literally bought an Eames chair with the money I saved from not picking up every fucking tab and tipping over 20%, and you run with the bit that Zenhauser and then fucking Matt Mead, who said to me at the bar, and he can go, I'm like, I tried to pay the tab like I always do. And he goes, I got the tab. And I go, really? He goes, yeah. And then he goes, you want to get the tip? And I throw a $100 bill on the bar. That's how daddy do. That's how daddy do. And he goes, oh, I'll take some change. He gives me $40, and then he's shocked at the tiny, minuscule tab that was only $200 and some. My God, I'm about to drop an N-bomb now describing Matt not paying that tab. And let's wager, I will talk to the bartenders today when me and Steve go over and have a little TALK chat. I will talk to them today, and I guarantee Matt Mead paid tip 15% 50% at best. Matt Mead, who I went to his girlfriend, Amanda Gale, she's been on a couple weeks, fucking hilarious comedian, Jew broad. When I went to her birthday party and just kept buying shots for me and Maddie, who I love and I adore, but I cannot tolerate people. So when I call in to throw out N-bombs because Kevin Brennan is a coward, not like Aaron Berg. I may have called him a coward on that because I'm a little A-N-G-R-Y. I was going to try and spell F-L-U-S-T-E-R-E-D, flustered, but I couldn't.
D-R-U-N-K.
Not drunk. And let me tell you something else.
There's no O in flustered.
F-L-U-S-T-E-R-E-D. What did I say?
I thought you said F-L-O-U. Maybe I'm wrong.
Floustered? Now you're getting me all floustered. I will say this. I will say this. Tired of, look, I'm an empath, people. I feed off energy. And just because I'm a little rammy and I have whiskey in front of me doesn't mean daddy's hammered, okay? But you can I'm Lionel Richie. I can dance on the ceiling. I can. But I cannot be bothered with people that will sit there and be like, oh my God, he was such on a racist rant. I wasn't. I was just trying to make Kevin Brennan uncomfortable. And this is the best part. Did you see who put that tweet up to try and be relevant? The blind retard. Like, that's the beauty of it. The one that wanted to be on the show for his show Dislabeled. Let me explain the thing. Let's say you're a hack fucking drunk who had to go into rehab because you can't hold down a show and lost your M-A-R-B-L-E-S. I got to do some more spelling. And I'll get to the spike protein that's fucking us all up in a minute. I love that he tries to shoehorn his way into the fucking conversation and make himself relevant, and he's not. Because I will point this out, and I've said it again, and I guarantee Garrett can find the clip in the next hour. I'll be rambling and ranting. Fucking bullies are bullies are bullies. Do you understand? And when fucking Bill Schultz sits here and defends that stupid whore who doesn't know any better and says, I just don't like the word. One time I was on Race War, and let me say this, I love Bill Schultz, and I'll have this conversation with him at a bar when he's not siphoning whiskey from bottles here and leaving with them. But when you sit there and say, well, I was on Sherrod Small's show, and he gave me permission to use the N-word. Okay, so how is that? What if it was 200 years ago and Sherrod Small said Bill Schultz gave me permission to speak to him? How is that fucking different? Stop giving power to the fucking word. And when I go on a rant and say everything I'm about to say is what Kevin fucking Brennan said at the bar to make Kevin Brennan uneasy, to make Kevin Brennan nervous, to make him doubt himself and giggle fucking anxiously like he did, and you're like, that's Gino, and he said the word, then fucking do yourself a favor, Sara Jay. If you think it's gonna help you help you sell more CBD oil to fucking guys, and by the way, I want someone to take that clip and while she's walking out, every time I say N-bomb, say co-star, so she can understand what I was fucking saying. Because I've had it with people, thanks for getting that, Mike. I've had it with people that sit there and they're like, you're using it as a crutch. Be smarter. Be smarter. I've had it. Look, I'm going to tell you something else. When Todd Ferguson says, hey, I made the fucking thing, it's Gino homeless with a cup shaking his hand, riding Aaron's coattails, you don't get what I've done the past 6 years. And I'll say it now, you're fucking welcome. I've done what's best for this show, for my fucking CHILD baby. I have. I've done what's best for the show. But if you think moving forward, I'm going to be like, well, let me just ignore these fucking slides, I won't fucking do it. So be fucking smarter and realize I will be behind this desk every fucking day from 2:07, would you say? 2:07? Because I don't miss the dump. I will be behind this desk every fucking day moving forward, fucking making fun of stupidity and challenging you to be smarter. Because as my mother said, pour a little out for Janie. Ooh, maybe I am a little tipsy. As my mother said, we have fucking spent 3 generations educating people to be stupid, to be sheep, to be fucking AARON cowards. Oh, that was too much. That was too much. But we have, and I will not back down, and I will not sit here when I have worked too fucking hard, 30 fucking years, fucking put up with Lou Pellegrino, all the way through fucking Matt Scarpelli, got drunk yesterday, sent a fucking text to the fucking guy who books the fucking Starboard and owns it, who I've known for 30 years and said, hey, I heard Matt Scarpelli got another DUI. Whew, what a shame. If you need me to book the show, let me know. Let me know. So here's what I will continue to do. Whatever the fuck I want. Because I am an empath, people, and I feed off people's energy. And let me tell you, the past fucking 2 weeks I've been walking to work better than ever. Because I can't sit there and wait anymore. Fucking tell them that this house is not for sale. Tell them that the house is not for sale, Ryan Adams, because this is Daddy's show moving forward. Aaron gets 3 more fucking glorious days, and I would not be here without him, but I can't. 2 more glorious days because he's not in today, Garrett. Relax. People text me he's not at the doctor. He hasn't mentioned the doctor in ages. I'm sure he's doing okay, knock wood. I'm afraid wise. But he's not here. Last I heard he was checking on his car, something under the hood, maybe the engine. But he can do whatever he wants for the next 3 days. I would not be here without him. But I will be here without him because of, who am I looking for? This guy and those guys and everyone in that fucking booth who always fucking supports me. But I'll say it again. I am the fucking most loyal person in the world to you people. And you know that. I'm not trying to fucking buy in. I love the fucking fans, even the colored ones, both of them. I can't be bothered with people that sit there like, oh my God, what is he doing? Why would he say that? Because intelligent people discuss fucking words. And they don't sit there like Bill Schultz did today and say, oh, let me explain something I said ages ago. And I will say this again. I wish Bill was here. I'd love for Bill. And I will drink with Bill because I will die with that guy. Fucking mostly drunk on a bender because we have done many terrible things. Kate Willard thing was because me and him did too much coke and someone was smart enough to tap out first and he didn't make it in. But everything I've ever said is the guilty white people are the ones that can trace their roots. And I texted this to you, did I not, Steve? I love to get advice. I love to get fucking race relations advice from someone who can trace his roots back to William Dawes. William Dawes, who was who literally got on his horse and yelled, the British are coming, lock up my slaves. I'm sorry that you have that much of a history of guilt and that my family came over in the fucking 1930s from Italy, Sicily, and Abruzzi, and when they landed, they're like, go to Jersey, you filthy Italians. And we're fine with it because we built our way back up and we never were prejudiced against anyone except the Sicilian side. Man, did they drop the N-bomb in uncomfortable fashion when I was a child. And that's another reason that I like to fucking disarm the word. Do you understand? Because I've heard it used in a terrible way. And let me tell you people something else. And this is a fun time. Let me tell you something else. And you'll get this, Mike, and you'll bring me another whiskey. Daddy's on empty. Let me tell you something else. The word, and I'll say the N-word because yesterday was the N-word. We're doing another thing today, and it's almost like I know what I'm fucking doing. But let me tell you something else. The N-word fucking will elicit 3 responses from people when it's said on stage. Either laughter, fucking uncomfortability, or acceptance, okay? So when...
How do you know?
What's that?
You've never said that word on stage.
Don't try and suck up now. But you're right. Had I ever said it, make sure you catch the dump every day from 2:30, from 1:30 to 2:05. You'll know it is the show that's on twice as often as anything with Pat Dixon. But my point is this.
I end at 2 o'clock.
And then I'm like, all right, I'm leaving. I got to go home. And here's the other thing. Because I was like, Gino's such a drunk. I'm like, I got to leave. Now have another drink. I'm like, I've got to leave. And then I go home and I'm all comfy. I'm like on the couch. I'm like, I'm going to watch The Wet Spot. I think. And then Brennan's on him all excited. He's like, yeah, Gino walked out on the tab. He's a chief. Fucking I just lost my mind. Are you happy with yourself, Kevin? Are you happy with yourself?
The funny part was when you called in and you were horrific with language, I was the only one laughing, which I thought was odd.
This is the extremes of the 2 funniest people that you'll see on In Hot Water or Compound Media. Kevin Brennan and Frankie McDonald were laughing harder than anyone. And that's another reason I kept going. I didn't even realize the chick walked out. That was gravy. And am I wrong, Kevin? Like, look, I defended Sara Jay. I have no problem with her. The problem is with people that treat OnlyFans stars that become comedians or on air. And I'll say it again. Let me tell you some names. Whatever, Amy. Curvy Miri, you could shit on, like, we have people on this show that are fucking great, okay? And we're not saying subscribe to their OnlyFans, but let them sit in this chair. We love it. Like, she's awful. She's awful, and she thinks, like, doing all this porn makes her a voice of reason when if you don't walk off on that. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I was checking the laundry. Yeah, I think no. Does she?
Where does this comedy go on MLC, Kev? Like, why? We could have done this for an hour if you didn't give me the wrong time on your podcast the other day. You said get there 7:29.
The lady that was on yesterday, she's a comic who walked out?
No, she's an OnlyFans. Excuse me. She's a former porn star, and now she sells CBD oil or something. By the way, I got to tell you, I love Mikey. He drinks like a fireman. Like, he poured this huge thing, and I thought we were sipping, and he just fucking puts it down. I'm like, all right, we'll dance, motherfucker. All right, back to you, Kev. What's up?
No, I just thought that.
Put me on speaker.
I can't really. Like, literally everybody's here.
I don't care. Mike loved it. Just put me on speaker for a sec. I won't say anything. I'm a
How come
bigger
I'm the only
person
one-
than that.
How come I'm the only one that gets you, Gino?
Because you are like me, Kevin. You are uncancelable. You can't be bothered.
No, but I was looking at that video that a nice fan put out, and I was like, how come nobody was laughing but me? I thought, like, am I the only one that gets Gino?
Here's why you were laughing. Because you heard, and I don't know if they clipped it like that, but I'm like, but I was so mad about you saying I was cheap, and I'm not. But I was so mad. I'm like, well, Kevin, you were the one saying. So of course, once I say that, I'm gonna say terrible things because it's like I'm reading from Mark Twain. You were the one saying, and I just kept doubling down and digging in your laugh. You're like, he won't. You were impressed that I just don't stop. I'm like a little fucking chihuahua. If you just get annoyed with me, you kick me away, and I'm like, ah. But you got it, and Frankie was dying. It's like Frankie said I had a bigger penis than Aaron Burke, and we've watched straight porn together. It's close, but I think he's a little. But he measures from the small of his back, so that's why you were laughing, because you don't give power to the word. You like people unless they're assholes, regardless of color. You're not a piece of shit, but you want people to think that. Am I right, Kevin?
I thought you were talking to somebody else. Yeah, Gino. No, I just thought it was weird that
this guy gets it.
I've never watched I've never watched the wet spot before, but that was probably the best wet spot ever, right?
I woke up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched the wet spot. I ate a burrito. I passed out. I went to bed at 9:30. 9:30. I'm in bed, and I wake up and it's just like, you know, when you see 20 plus like mentions on your Twitter, and you don't have that many followers because you keep getting banned. I'm like, this is gonna be great, and it was hilarious. It was hilarious. It's just, this is what we do, Kevin. Like, I love being behind this paywall, and I will have conversations till the end of time, and I'll say it again. Bullies are bullies are bullies. And we learned it during COVID, and we have to get to the guest, Jesus Christ. Bullies are bullies are bullies, and they use the word like they used COVID and everything else, and I am. Like, I walk to work, and if I don't make someone laugh on the walk to work, and you can call me a faggot for saying this, it's a wasted day. I love joking around with people. I feed off their energy, and when people are like, we got to shut down the world, you got to wear a mask, you got to cover this, we got to stress you out, I'm going to say the N-word because I'm black and I've earned it. You haven't earned anything. You haven't earned anything, okay? And white people are like, I'm not going to say it because I'm afraid. You haven't hurt anyone. Like, if you wish we could bring back slavery, you shouldn't say it, okay? Maybe if you're a black person who's 188 and your grandfather was a slave, maybe you can say it and I can't. But aside from that, stop thinking equity is a good thing. Because equity is the same thing that says black comedians can say the N-word and fucking divide the audience, and white people can't unite them. Because I'll say it again. When I sit on stage and say I live in East Harlem and it's fucking lands, because I do. I jump rope 3-4 times a week, and little kids come up, colored kids, adorable. Fucking someday they'll vote, terrifying. And they say, can we jump rope with you? And I say, yeah. And I don't sniff their hair, and I don't try and tell them about their sexuality, and I just say, keep jumping rope, because eventually you're gonna have to run with a TV set, and I'm a good guy. And so when I say that on stage and say I live in East Harlem, and whether you say nigga or nigger with a hard R, you get hit harder than you ever have in your life, it brings people together. Because they're like, what a silly word. And this guy gets it, because it's not about race. It's not about something that had happened 300 years ago, and people have to let it go. That's all. That's all.
Gino.
Yes.
You know, every time you say it, an angel gets its wings.
Well, they're not black. They don't have souls. Look, Kevin Brennan, the podcast is called MLC. Follow me. That's not his Twitter. It's Burning Brennan 777, right? He lost that. What's your Twitter right now, Kevin?
Yeah, at Burning Brennan.
Oh, why did I think it was Burning Brennan 777?
That's what he put as
Kevin
his...
Brennan 777 at Burning Brennan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He put his name as that.
So you took 666 and added 111 instead of just adding 1?
What?
He's feeling lucky.
Why? Maybe you should bet at Steve Areno's Sportsbook and Gambling Casino with Blackjack Arena.
Seriously, can I go now?
You're free to go.
Bye-bye.